Today I'm here to speak on a very peculiar topic, something that is very, very truly special to me. And I'm going to kick off with a quote from my favorite speaker of all time, the President Barack Obama, where he says, in a global economy where the most valuable skill you can sell is your knowledge, a good education is no longer just a pathway to opportunity, it is a prerequisite. Now I'm going to go on into an entire body of work that may seem unrelated to what I'm going to end with, but you will find out why I start off with this. During World War I, 40 million lives were lost. And in World War II, double that number was lost. 70 million, thereabout. As a society, we've been very keen on preserving and promoting bloodshed from wartime, preserving wartime stories, documenting it, photographing bloodshed, and sharing it. And we've had no problem with it. We don't even have a problem with the statistics I've just mentioned, 40 million lives, 40 million people bleeding. We don't have a problem with it. Not only do we not have a problem with it, but we see that we have sort of established institutions that promote the memories from the war. We have the likes of the Kigali Memorial Center in Rwanda, and back home in Nigeria, we have for the Biafran War. That's the Nigerian Civil War, which lasted from 1967 to 1970, pardon me. We have the Center for Memories located in Enugu State. And you walk through those doors, you feel emotions from the war. You see very gory images, and nobody has a problem photographing them. Matter of fact, we have people who have built a career on wartime photography. Now let's talk about another form of bloodshed. A form of bloodshed that has been silenced by the media, shamed by society, and bottled in the background. The very essence of life, the reason for which our population continues to grow. Menstruation. Are you aware that if every woman ceases to menstruate today, if every girl ceases to menstruate today, like if menstruation ends today, the world population caps at 8 billion permanently? Fact or fact? Fact or fact? So why do we compel girls to live in shame about it? And to not just live in shame about it, but to experience the indignity of having to miss out on school due to lack of access to period products. According to the UNICEF, 1 in 10 girls in Africa miss school each month for no reason justifiable enough, like an illness or war, but simply because they're on their period. 1 in 10 girls is a ridiculous statistic that we should be enraged by. 1 in 10 girls is 10% of all of Africa's school children. 1 in 10 girls could be literally anybody. Now, the African Union has a Vision 2030. A Vision 2030 to have every African boy and girl in school. And we have seen that lack of access to sanitary products is hampering young girls from accessing quality education. And not just quality education, it's hampering continuity in their lives, and it's disengaging them from the community. I could go on and talk about what we are doing with the Shiro Foundation, but we are barely scratching the surface. Barely. There is truly an African dream, and there is truly a Vision 2030, but Vision 2030 cannot be achieved on the backs of absent girls. And that's why school absenteeism must be treated with the urgency that it deserves. I'm going to refer to the quote I kicked this off with. In a global economy where the most valuable skill you can sell is your knowledge, a good education is no longer just a pathway to opportunity, it is a prerequisite. The fight against school absenteeism is not just a fight for sanitary products. It's a fight for dignified and equal access to education for young schoolgirls who cannot speak for themselves. My name is Ejiata. Thank you for listening.